Hello everyone, it's the Psalmist here. Welcome to today's episode of my answer on Quora. On today's episode, the question that I have is how can I stop being insecure about my relationship? So this person wants to know how can they stop being insecure in their relationship. So before I answer this question, you may want to give this video a thumbs up and also click the subscribe button so that you could be notified when I upload videos like this. So the answer that I gave to the question, how can I stop being insecure about my relationship, reads, insecurity in relationships comes from the fact that one thinks that they do not deserve the other person for whatever the reason. This, of course, leads to a lot of distrust from the one who is insecure. Thus, they will always suspect that the other person is doing something wrong and may become overly jealous. To some people, it can become even abusive, for they can accuse their spouse of doing wrong, and nothing that their spouse can say can reassure them that everything is alright. Then, how does one stop being secure? The only way we can have security in a relationship is by making the ones we love be unable to live without us. We can do this by making it our goal to bring joy and meaning to their lives. This can be done by always adding value to your significant other, by doing all in your power to make them happy and rejoice in the love that you give them, thus adding value. When you add value to anyone, you become valuable. Anything that adds value to another renders itself valuable. If it is a relationship and you add value to people's lives, you make yourself valuable. Then these people whose lives you add value to will always hold you in high regard. And if it is someone you love, they will always want to be with you. And as they spend more time with you, you will become content and secure. But this is all on you. You must make it your personal goal to bring joy and meaning to the one you love. By this, you will be adding value to them. Yes, so that is how short the answer was and how I answered it. So it's like, obviously the most natural thing that will happen in any kind of institution where there's more than one person is insecurity, because you never know every minute, every day what the other person is thinking. And then if this becomes something that is always dwelling in your mind, it can become a real problem, because you cannot be reading the person's thought, and when they say something to you, even when it's positive, you cannot be, you cannot know whether they mean what they say. They could be lying, as we have seen over time, that people can say something, positive or something good to you, but might not mean what they're saying. So the only way that a person can feel secure or can be, you know, secure in a relationship is by giving the, to the other person, by making the person that they love happy, by adding value to the person, by doing all in their power to bring joy to the person that they claim to love. So, like I said in the answer, when you add value, you become valuable. The reason why God is the most valuable in all of the universe is because everything that we have, God has given us. Everything. I mean, like, sometimes we talk about salvation and all these things. These are the greatest things that we see and value so much. But have you ever thought about God having given you the palates to enjoy food? Now, how great is that? Imagine if you didn't have any palates to enjoy the food. That food was just, the mere throwing food into the stomach. Then eating will be like a strenuous exercise. It will be a boring and dull exercise. But God has made sure that it's not just about, replenishing the nutrients in your body which you lose in your daily activities. But God has made sure that it is enjoyable. He made sure that you enjoy it. You see, so God has added value to the eating of food. So that's why He's the most valuable. God has added value to marriage, in which couples, get to sleep with one another and they enjoy one another. So it is not just being married and being, in a relationship, but there's joy, there's pleasure. So that's why God is the most valuable, because everything that we enjoy, He has given us. So the, between us and God is a relationship in which God is the provider, in which God is the husband of the church, the husband of His believers, the husband of, of His family. You see, so even in terms of a man-woman relationship, it is also the same. The same principles must apply. people must realize that security will only come from you, the person who may feel insecure. You cannot expect the other person to make you secure, because if they if they can give you things or say things, you may still think that they don't mean what they say because of previous experiences or because of what other people have experienced. So what you must do is to give love in deeds, in works, in making sure the person keeps coming back to you, keeps coming back to enjoy you, keeps showing you how valuable you are to their lives in the reaction that they give to the deeds that you do for them. Then when they want to spend more time with you, when they keep telling you and compliment you about the works, about the joy that you put into their life, you will feel valuable. It is the same thing that when we glorify God in worship, God feels valuable. But in terms of God, it's not that God is going to feel valuable just because we worship or we glorify Him. God has always felt valuable even before creation was. I'm just trying to give you an example that, when you do something and then people react with gratitude and thanks and praise, that's how valuable you start to feel. And then you will not feel insecure if you've been valued, because the root of your insecurity is the fact that you may not be of value to that person's life. This is why I'm saying that you feel that you don't deserve that person for whatever reason. Maybe the woman is beautiful or famous, or the man is handsome and rich, and you don't feel that that kind of man can love a person like you. But if you give yourself wholeheartedly, and they see and then they have the right soul, the right heart to receive your love, they're gonna tell you, you're a good wife, you're a good husband. You see, and then I will never be able to do such and such if it wasn't for you. Then that makes you feel valuable. That makes you feel cherished. That makes you feel important. And when you feel like that, because of the words, because of the deeds that the other person is doing in reply to what you have done, then you cannot feel insecure at all. You always cannot know that this relationship is built on stone, this relationship is on solid ground because of the things that I'm putting into this relationship, because of the things that I'm doing in this relationship. You see, so that is the answer that I've given. And then if you feel like you could have given a different answer or given a better answer, you can leave your comment below. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for listening.